Well, when I came in as a freshman to Ole Miss, I had jumped 17 feet. That was my highest jump ever. Now, honestly, my average jump was about 16 feet. And that was the opening bar at SEC's, indoor and outdoor. So, myself and Coach K, that's what we worked on. When we came out here, it was like our only goal, our main goal is to make that opening bar at SEC's. Because a lot of times, that first bar scores, right? So I wanted to come in as a freshman and score in the pole vault for the Rebels. And 16 feet seemed to be about the bar to do it. So that whole summer work up to coming into my freshman year, we were jumping low bars, trying to make that 16-foot bar easy. So when we got to SEC's, it would be a lock at 16. Well, it just so happened that we could jump 16 with ease. We got it to where we could jump 16.6. And in the first meet for Ole Miss, I jumped 16.6, 16.7 actually. I was ecstatic. I was like, oh my gosh, on a small pole, came in, I was able to jump for the first meet. I hope I did everybody proud. And the next meet, we jumped 17. I PR'd by a quarter of an inch that second meet in Birmingham my freshman year. So we're just going up and up, and when the time came at SEC's indoor, we jumped that 16-foot bar first attempt. And we realized that's not going to score. So we had to keep jumping. So we jumped 16 and 16.7 and 17 on this new pole I just tried to get on. And we made 17, and that scored. Got 6th place. And it's 3 points. 3 points for the Rebels as a freshman. I was like, that was the goal. We met our goal, to score for the Rebels. And now there's big jumpers coming in SEC. We got the guy from North Carolina, he's an 18-foot jumper. The guy from Arkansas, he's an 18-foot jumper. Oh my gosh, my goal needs to be 18 feet so I can compete with these guys. So we're jumping through our outdoor season. We're catching those PRs, 17.4, 17.6, 17.8 at Florida, and come home, jump 17.7 and 17.4 right in front of my home fans, my family and everything. That 18 was not the goal the whole time. It was to represent for the Rebels. But when we jumped 18, hey, let's represent the Rebels at a prestigious level, right? So we jumped 18 at SEC's. Last year, outdoor SEC's, when I was a freshman. And we go to nationals. I jumped 17.4, make second team All-American. But then we kind of recalibrated, right? We got some time to work. We went back to the drawing board. How can I be a more effective jumper? How can we be more consistent at that world-class level of 550? Because 550, 5 meters 50 is 18 feet. And around the world, that just sets you apart as kind of an elite jumper. If you can do that consistently. And that's when we come in for our sophomore year. We got a little reputation now, but we're still just a sophomore. We jumped 18 feet one time. I always say we, it's me and Coach K and all the other coaches here. And come in for those first couple indoor meets, just getting our bearings, jump 18 feet in an indoor meet. At Birmingham, set a new record, 18 feet 2 inches. And then we went to Albuquerque, jumped 18 again. And then Coach K and I were like, hey, let's jump 18 feet. Let's make that our average jump. Because we're ready for it. We've trained. We put all that prep work into it. So we're moving through, jumped 18 feet, and now we're just trying to make that our standard. If I don't jump 18 feet, I'm unhappy because I don't think I represented or jumped my best. I don't think I put together my capabilities on the day of if I couldn't jump 18 feet. I just had those meets, and I feel like now I've jumped 18 feet 9 or above 9 times in 9 different meets this year. That's more than anybody in the NCAA jumping above 18 feet. So we just want to be that consistently one of the best jumpers, so when the time comes, hopefully Ole Miss can rely on me to jump those higher heights.
Was there something technique that you worked with that helps you continue to rise? I understand you got comfortable at a level, but to reach 18, to reach the next level, was there technique work involved? Was there work in the approach? I mean, what helped you get there?
Well, becoming a better athlete in any aspect helps with pole vault. That's why I like it so much. Now, I'm going to explain a little bit of vaulting to you.
I need it.
Okay, cool. So, in vaulting, your poles can be as long as you want as an athlete. There's no rule to dictate how long it is. They make a pole that's 17 feet 3 inches long. I don't use anything close to that length. Now, the higher you hold, though, when the pole unbends, the bending pole unbends, you are closer to that bar. I hold it about 15.5 feet on my biggest poles. So to jump 19 feet, I was gripping about 15 feet 9 inches. Now you lose 8 inches subterranean in the box of your pole length. So that we drop that down to 15 feet 1 inch. That's how high I'm gripping above the ground when the pole unbends. Now to jump 19 feet, I had to push. That means invert myself, exploit the power of the pole. You can see how I swing and how I push off the top of the pole. I had to go move 4 feet past the top of the pole in order to make that. Get my entire center of gravity over that to make that. So that's what we worked on, is be able to launch yourself off the top, be able to push. And Coach Kendricks kind of centered my training around me being able to leap above my handhold. And being able to do that is what sets you apart as a world-class jumper. Because when the poles run out at 17 feet and you still want to jump 19 and change, you've got to jump above the top of that pole. And now we can do it with regularity. So I have the confidence, I have the training, I have the means to push off the top of the pole in order to make that jump.